wake you up, nothing will. Oh, I feel good, da-na-na-na-na-na-na. I knew that I would, yeah. Guess who's back? Back again. Mwah. Love you guys.
I'm Georgie Mosley and I'm founder and chair of HelpHarryHelpOthers. What's really important to us at HelpHarryHelpOthers is about keeping the cost down and getting that money out the door to where it should go. One of the things we do at HelpHarryHelpOthers, which I'm particularly proud of, is the Schools Enterprise, which is basically just all of Harry's work pulled together into a kit, and it empowers children to have the same outlook that Harry did. Basically, the kit would go into a school and kids set up their own bracelet making club. But what children don't realise is that for every bracelet that they make and sell, they have to cover areas of IT, production, sales, marketing and finance. So at primary school age, whilst they're raising money for Help Harry, they also keep a percentage for their own school. But more importantly is the fact that these kids are learning the very basics of business just by making and selling a Harry bracelet. On the giving back side, something new that we've recently introduced is the kids workshops. They're absolutely free to children that want to register, and basically we help children create their own little fundraising plan that suits their own confidence and personalities, and we link that up with their passion. So whatever is important in their lives, whether that be the local school, a community group, a local charity, another cancer charity, it doesn't matter. It's about connecting that child with their own confidence to their passion, and then seeing from that the wonderful work that they can achieve like Harry did.
Also, I thought we could have like a dress down day, and then they could bring a pound in.
A sponsored run.
Let's get this plan in action.
Woo! At HelpHarryHelpOthers we have 3 funds, which are Help Cure, Help Care and Help Cope. Help Cure is where we fund vital brain tumour research projects. When HelpHarryHelpOthers became its own registered charity, there was only one person that I wanted to head up our medical advisory team, and that is Professor Andrew Peat.
Brain tumours are the most common cause of death from disease in children and young people. We've made fantastic progress over the past 4 or 5 decades, but actually we haven't made enough progress. We had a really generous donation through the Harry's Walkathon, and that has already started to help us move forward with our research.
My name's Jan Novak. I'm a researcher in paediatric oncology at the Birmingham Children's Hospital. Money donated by the Walk for Harry completely funds my research and completely funds my position. Currently we're investigating methods of using MRI scanning to scan children with brain tumours, and specifically what I'm looking at is blood flow within tumours and looking at how that changes with treatment and whether that can tell us what type of tumour it is, and how well a tumour is responding to treatment by the way that blood flow can change. Without the support of charities like Help Harry, Help Others, we just wouldn't be able to carry out this research at all.
Actually, brain tumour research charities are really very important and very special because they meet a really big unmet need. There isn't enough funding. If we're going to cure brain tumours, that requires a lot of effort from a lot of people. Help Harry, Help Others can make a difference.
Help Care is a fund where we specifically support other amazing charities and services that focus purely on end-of-life or palliative care.
I'm David Strudley, and I'm the Chief Executive of Acorns Children's Hospice. Here at Selly Oak, we provide respite care for our little children from the moment that they're referred to us, and the whole of their family in support. We provide emergency care, and we provide end-of-life care when the journey comes to an end. What we really want to be able to do is to provide a home from home. And we all know how much lovelier home is when we've been able to give it a lick of paint, when we've been able to put new furniture in, when we've been able to keep it up to the scratch that we'd like. That so much money was raised for the Walk for Harry that all of our bedrooms, all 10 bedrooms, have been completely refurbished. The wonderful thing about the charity Help Harry Help Others is that it provides for specific needs of those families. So whereas we can provide the core of the care, which we will continue to do to the best of our ability, when they need those extra things, those coping things, that's where Help Harry Help Others comes in.
Help Cope is a fund that we really do judge every case on its own merits. Tilly and her family is a prime example of financial hardship. So with her family, we've helped with utility bills.
It was a medulloblastoma, a very fast-growing aggressive tumour. It hadn't spread, thank God. I think with a medulloblastoma, it can go sort of straight from the cerebellum down the spine. And we were very lucky. I don't feel lucky, but we were lucky that it hadn't spread. I had a car and it had to go back. I couldn't pay for it. I'd got a part-time job. My husband was self-employed. If he didn't work, he didn't get paid. So, of course, nothing got paid.
We heard about Claire through a friend of hers for her last wish to get married, but also, and more importantly, for her family that are left behind for a tiny baby. It was for them.
That day meant the world to Claire. You know, though she wouldn't have expected it to be as big as it was, and she would think that she didn't deserve all that. She was blown away, I could tell, at looking at everything and having all her family and friends, all the people that she wanted there. Everyone always says that people are brave, but I've never seen anyone be as brave as Claire.
Jimmy we met when me and Adam went to visit him at home with a view to building an extension on the side of his property so he could care for his loved one. Sadly, it didn't work out like that for Jimmy.
The surgeon who we spoke to, he gave us 4 to 6 weeks. That was in March, and she died 6th of September. So we possibly done everything we possibly could for our daughter in that time. You're living day by day. You know, every day is a bonus.
Took my stepfather. Took my granddad. Sorry. But kids, it shouldn't be happening. It's wrong. Wrong.
The day has definitely helped Karen and Corey. They've got something to look back on. You can see physically that Claire was very, very poorly. But for Corey, who's so young and may not remember a lot of Claire's personality, it shows how determined she was. And the fact that she smiled all day, you know, she was so ill, but she just carried on smiling. And it's something that he can look back on and sees Mum and Dad happy.
We was getting back to life, back to normal. Me and my wife, we'd actually got work after looking after Rosie for X amount of years. And basically about 6 months after Rosie died, we was in this kitchen having a meal. I went upstairs to get changed, and I found my wife outside, and she'd had a major seizure. I was just absolutely devastated. It's like when you get a glioblastoma, anybody knows what a glioblastoma is. There's no cure for a glioblastoma. So basically, your life's come to an end. How long it takes, it depends how aggressive the guy or blaster hammer is. In our daughter's case, it took 11 years. In my wife's case, it took 12 months. She died May this year.
For me, if there weren't for people like Help Harry, I would probably be in a lot worse state financially because of bills that, you know, the charities helped me with. I picked the phone up, I've got this bill, can you help me? And it was, you know, done and dealt with, and that's fantastic.
That day has given us something else to focus on as well. You know, she got a beautiful day. We've lost Claire, but we've still got something that keeps her memory alive, which is through Help Harry.
I've just paid £4,000 for my daughter's funeral. Basically, I was a little bit tight to find the rest of the money for pay for my wife's funeral. And fantastic, Harry Mosley, Adam and Georgie helped us out. And I can't thank him enough. Harry is helping me.
Harry is helping me.
Harry's helping me.
Harry's helping me.
Harry was an incredible boy, and he always will be. And I think, you know, everyone saw that, and everyone who met him realised it. But to me, I think Georgie's even more remarkable. She lost her son. She had, you know, her heart torn out. She had to live with the thing which no parent ever should have to face, and that's losing one of their children, and she did. Not only does she fight her own grief every day, but every day she comes in and she, like a sponge, just absorbs all these other people's as well, and she gives them hope. That's the one thing she and Harry had ripped apart from them. They had their hope taken away. And she is determined that nobody else should ever have to lose hope, because it's the one thing that keeps the families together.
I'm Georgie Mosley, and I'm Harry Mosley's and Louis and Danny's mum. For me, there's no words really to describe just how much I miss Harry. His dad misses him. His brother and sister miss him. Harry was the absolute hub and light of our lives. It wasn't supposed to be this way, and it might be 2 years on, but it's as raw as yesterday. And you know, people don't see the reality of it, because I just do what I have to do. I do what Harry would want me to do. The cancer journey for us is just, you know, it's never over. And I just hope that, and I know it is, but I just hope that one day no one else has to go through this. To think it all started with one of these.
We're helping Harry help others. I'm helping Harry to help others. I'm helping Harry.
I'm helping Harry.